Okay, you know what? I'm a little early, but I think I'm going to start anyway. Hello, everyone. It is Workshop Wednesday, where today I am quite possibly biting off more than I can chew. This is a project to make an electronic dice ball. So basically, this will have a bunch of electronics in it, and you'll roll it, rattle it to get a particular thing to show up on this display, a particular die roll. And there's a lot to this in terms of wiring, and I'm not really up on all this wiring stuff. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to at least get this wired. I'm not totally sure entirely how it's all going to work out or whether I'm going to be able to test it all tonight, but I want to at least get it wired up, and then we'll go from there. And we'll see how long that takes. If it's quick, great. If not, well then whatever. And I'm going to use this wiring diagram here, which is a little complicated, but I think I can figure it out. And I think what they did, what's confusing is their final version, their photos do not match this. They ended up moving things around. So that's a significant problem. Let me just kind of double check this. Actually, you know what they do there? What I might do, yeah, they do this one step at a time. So I think I'm gonna start there. Let me start with this, and I think we'll do that there. And then we want the battery in the bottom. I need a battery. 1 second. Alrighty. So here's a battery, and they're saying they wanted to in with the clay, taped and surrounded by clay. Okay, so we're just gonna put that in there, and then we want the connector for it. So here's just a little thing for the battery. Plug that right in. And then they added some clay around that. I actually have some clay here. And they're saying they just tape that to the bottom for extra support. So we're just going to see what happens with this Sculpey. Take some of that. Kind of work it into a... It's kind of stiff. I have not done much of any work with clay. Hey, Rockman, good to see you. Since I was 8 years old or whatever, so I don't know how much, if any. I think you're supposed to knead and shape clay, then harden it in oven, which we're not going to do. But hopefully, I can figure out how to knead this in a way that it will hold a reasonable shape. That's turning out to be non-trivial. And again, it could just be that my Sculpey is dried out. I don't know. I've kept it in a bag, all sealed up. Kind of fun working with clay for the first time in forever. You know what? I think that is as soft as it needs to be. So I'm just going to add some clay on either side. This is, like they're saying, more just to give it some... You know what I might do? Just going to throw that in there. Okay, that's weight. That's fine. I'm just going to start there, and then there's just taping it down. So yeah, I'm just going to tape that in there with some blue tape. My beloved blue painter's tape, which actually I might do a strip of that. How you doing tonight, Rockman? What's new in your world? Just tape this down like this. then do the same kind of thing. Oops. Over here. Taking that off. Okay. So that's just going to keep that from flouncing around, hopefully. Cool. Then what? Then we wire up. Okay, so we have these two things next to each other. I think this is the one that was the wrong size. So let's try red and white for our shapes. I'm just going to pull that back and try to slide that in. There we go. Okay. I don't think the orientation matters. So we'll just keep this like that. So they took this guy and attached it in. Now it looks like this might be an issue. How did they connect that in? Come on. Why can't I do anything with this page? Sorry, for some reason my browser decided to completely lock up. Yeah, it won't do anything. I can do that, but I can't scroll. Oh, there it is. It's starting to scroll. Bizarre. Must be some ad loaded. Alright. One sec while I reload my instructions. And then I'll cut this open. If we can't make much progress with this, then I'll just go ahead and see here. Where is history? And we'll just go ahead and move over to another project. That's fine. All right. So mount the battery. We designed our Baltron with the top of snap. Take it back to the Micro Pro. Install the button. Well, how do you? It looks like they've taken a little, connector like this and used that there. Does that line up? Looks like it does. Maybe I have one. All right. So what we need here, and I think I have some, are these little rows of connectors. Yeah, I'll pull it from that. And I might order some more when I get a chance. These things. Oops. One just bounced out. Have to find that some other time. So it's a set of these. You can see. So basically I'm going to need to pop off that many right there, and then that many right there. Huh, good. And then we attach, so all I did there was snap off enough to fit on the bottom there. Hopefully this will work. And then we're going to put this, making sure that fits right here. Color should not matter. How close? Okay, so let's do it over here. All right. Actually, I'm going to see if I can't. So it's, all right, so it's that row there. I'm going to need to, so it's this row here. Right. Yes, this is going to drive in. Drive into there. Come on. I want to go in. The point of this is to be able to put things into it. Do I have to go that direction? And go in one way? What am I doing wrong? Hi, Daniel. Doesn't want to drive down in those little spaces. It's almost like It wasn't built very well. Let's try this one. See if that's any happier. Yep, there it goes in. All right, so let's not do the yellow one. And then make sure I'm using the right. Yep, that's right. And that'll go there. Is that right? Is that the right distance for those? Yep, okay. But we want it other way around. Okay. In that goes. Okay, good. So we have all these connectors in, and then this goes like that. All right, good. So we have that mounted. And it's just on there. Nothing crazy here. Focus. Hello. Huh. You get the idea. All right. Then we want to wire up. So we want one wire from here down to, oh yeah, then this switch they were talking about. So I think I bought the switch. This is what? This is the sensor. This is a thing. I bought a switch. Maybe I didn't buy the switch. Certainly not seeing a switch. We'll check, make sure I didn't put it in one of these bags. Nope. No switch. And the browser's locked up again. What's going on? Just need to turn off, need to block ads or something. Oh, right. It's not a switch. One second. So the way they do that, positive wire terminates at a copper piece of copper tape, and then they're connected when the ball is snapped together. All right. Let's do that. If we can. One sec. Okay, I'm gonna have to run this some other place. Instructables. Let me do it from over here. This seems to be doing something with the browser. It makes it very unhappy. So we'll do it from here. Okay. So we run that to there, and then there's a gotcha. All right. So I think I have some metallic tape here somewhere. What's that? This is 3M VHB. Seems like it. There's some thing. Where's my metallic tape? Metal tape. I had it at one point. Maybe not. Cables. Cables. Huh. Convenient. Keep looking here. Nope. This is LEDs, resistors. That's what it says on the side of the thing. This is Kapton tape. Maybe. Where's my metal tape? For sure, I had some, but it appears I have not. Let me just check to see what VHB is. I have this roll of VHB. I don't know what that is. VHB. B-tape. Quit with the advertising. Just tell me what it is. Permanent bonding method. Okay. So it's a bonder. Don't want that. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to do that. So what we're gonna do for now is I'm just gonna run that. Yeah, we're just gonna wire it up. That's fine. Wow, yeah, it is loading something there. Trying to load something. All right. So we're just gonna connect. What do we do? So those are the. Oh, that's okay. So we gotta clip those off. Not gonna use that. So that's done. The black lead is gonna go into here, where it says ground. That makes sense, I think. The red lead goes over to here, and it's going to connect into this guy. That might be too heavy duty, yeah. And then the other one's going to go to here. So that will end up connecting into here, so I'm going to go ahead and clip off some of that for this. And strip it. Strip it. Strip it. Strip it. And same thing here. Strip this. Strip that. Oop. Okay. And okay, so what do we say? We said that black goes into the connector here, which corresponds to ground. Okay. And I think I can just make out a ground on that. Yep, all right. And then the reds we're going to twist together for now. And actually I'm going to tape those. Like I said, eventually we will have something more permanent for this. We'll figure out that switch. But for today, we can just get those together, and we're good. Wow, yeah. No. Why isn't that coming off? Is that not the... Oh, because that's not where it is. Okay, that was just a line. Grab some of this tape, electrical tape, and we'll wrap it around these wires. Okay. So that'll keep that nice and safe for now, and they should be nice and connected. Then this can... Whoops, what happened? Where did our thing go? What? What did I do wrong? Did I flip that over? And no, oh, wrong thing. What? I was using the red and white one. That's funny. Well, okay. So then the red one goes where? It goes up there, which looks like not hub, but raw. Is that right? Wow, that's locked up again. It's not locked up, but it's incredibly slow. Right. You know what I'm going to do? Load that somewhere else. Looks like it is very unhappy with Chrome. So I'm hoping if I load that up in another browser, it'll be happy. Okay. So that gets wired up to, what are they saying? Raw. Yep, okay. So this connects up here to raw. Okay, so that's wired up. So yeah, this is definitely a bomb. Finished Macross, very cool. So we're making an electronic dice roller. So the idea is you just do this, and that will cause it to spin a die, and just it'll show in that little display here, 3 or whatever. So it's an electronic version of dice, and we're just gonna see how far we can get with this. All right, so that's connected there. And then we install the button. And this is a similar thing where they just had two wires poking out the side of the thing that they drilled a hole for. And they just used their finger to connect those and doing that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that inside here. So let's see. We've got... Interesting. So we've got a black wire connecting one. And then they have a green wire, which I don't have any green wire. Oh, I do have green wire. Do I have an open green? Doesn't look like it. What do I have an open green? Green wire. Is that open green? No. Green wire. Can't use scissors for that. Okay, but that is just okay. You know that's going out. So we'll touch these together to form our thingy, to form our button, and I'm okay with doing that only when the ball is open. Right. So don't have to be crazy about that. I don't like what I'm seeing here. I think this is split wire. Yeah, it is. It's not whole gauge. Can I see another green in there? It's another little green. That might be what I'm looking for. Yeah. Strip that. Yeah, that's what I want. Black versus white on the covers, it looks like. So white means whole gauge, or means it's one cable basically. Black means it is a strand, and the strands are going to be a little more difficult to work with. So the green goes up here, connected to GVD, looks like. What did I say? Input A0. That's like ground to me. RST. Oh. UCC A0. Okay. Goes here. Go on, go in. Go in. Uh-oh. May have some problems with this circuit. The VCC. This board is not accepting things. All right. And then the black one just goes in the bottom corner. There. Then we're going to connect, we're gonna make a little connector. And since we're low on colors, they have a blue one in there. I'm just going to use black again. And I think we've decided we want, yeah, we want one of these. Don't need a lot. Strip it. Love this tool. Man. Okay. So then we're going to connect this guy here. If it'll go in, yep. To A0, which is a pin on here. Oops. Gotta make sure we have them both in. All right, there we are. And then we're going to run another cable across to connect those two. Not quite sure the logic of that, but that's what they tell me to do, so I'm going to do it. Going kind of long on these wires, because you can always, you know, you can always pull back. You can always take it out and cut it down. So we're going to go from here. And it says I need a resistor as well. Depending on the resistor you use. Well, what resistor should we use? An important question. Also question why that won't go in there. And then that connects to VCC. No. That connects to here. All right. I can do that. Okay. So there's there. Now we do what? We need the resistor. A little bit of clay in there. Ooh, that's some lightage. You see that? Alright, how do I get a bit of clay out of there? If only I had something very small I could use to poke in there. Okay, there we are. Yep. It's getting driven down into there. That's a problem. Hope I don't need that. I think I'll be okay. Alright, so we want a resistor. What is the resistor? What kind of resistor is that? Resistor, scroll up. So what a resistor does is just a resistor. That's hilarious. So a resistor basically slows down the electric current. It keeps the current from being too high. You can imagine a lot of circuitry can't handle large amounts of electricity. So if you toss a big battery into there, it'll just fry the electronics. So what a resistor does is it kind of limits electricity coming through, so it will be usable. Now I know I have a bunch of resistors here in a big old box marked resistors. And I'm going to try to match the resistor in there, which is brown, black, no. Brown, black, green, gold. Brown, black, wait, no. Brown, nope. No. Brown, black, green, nope. Green. A lot of green in here, actually. No. Brown, black, green. Brown, black, green, gold. That's one. Sweet. These back in here. And these have meanings of what that actually is, but I don't remember what those are. I'm just going to go ahead and put that off. You know, there is no actual physical die involved. It's a digital thing. So Daniel, your instincts are exactly correct. Watch original Macross and Macross Plus and then move on. There's other good stuff in Macross, but those are the highlights. Original Macross, Do You Remember Love, and Macross Plus. Okay. So this gets wired in. So this is going to go here, to resist there, and it's going to wire in over here to resist, to keep that current from knocking things out. Okay, so that's in place. Now, that can't be it. No. All right. All right, that's that. We gotta pull up or pull down resistor shown in the picture. Okay, run the resistor, have to adjust the threshold. All right, cool. Then let's put this back on here. See what happens. I was seeing some electricity in there, which kind of surprised me because these guys should not be touching. So what do we have here? There's a black. There's actually no. It should, shouldn't it? That's interesting. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't fry it. Because there's no resistor in place, remember? I may have fried it. Because that is a complete circuit now. That's a worry. We'll find out in a bit when I try to wire up the Arduino. Meanwhile, the accelerometer. So, there's the accelerometer, which helpfully comes with a few of these little connectors. So that's going to go like this, and they want to wire that up over here. So they just connected it like this. There. Whoops, other way around. Important. Yep. Okay, then we're gonna wire that up. Yeah, I may have burned this out. Shoot. All right, so then we're gonna wire up a few other things, starting with that. So this is gonna connect up the accelerometer, so it'll actually read that. And the accelerometer will basically tell it, okay, it's time to switch over. All right, that's going to connect up to right next to A3, the VCC. Which again does not want to accept a wire. And there we go. That goes into the key right next to it. All right. And then we do have green. There's the green. Connects into ground. A lot of stuff on ground. I think we can handle that. I think that'll work. I also want to play around with LEDs. Like LED strips. But we're not quite there yet. Okay, so that connects up here. There's a little pin over here called ground. Is it ground? Yeah. I'm going to wire that up to ground over here. Alright, there's ground. And then we're going to wire a little confusing. It's those two. SCL and SDA. So SCL goes to SCL on the micro. Where's SCL? I don't see an SCL. Oh, pin 3 on the per micro. There's a 3. And SDA to pin 2. Alright. So that uses yellow and blue. Again, I don't have yellow or blue. So I think I'm just going to go with greens. And they could be considerably shorter. On here. Okay. This is fun. It's interesting. It's a challenge. One second here, I'll check chat. Okay, good. Nothing. You guys aren't screaming at me just yet. Oh no, don't put that there. Right. Okay, so SCL goes to pin 3. The one on this side goes to pin 3. These are all marked. There's pin 3. And then that one goes to pin 2. The one right next to it. Goes to pin 2, which conveniently is right next to 3. Almost like they figured that out and planned it. Come on, go in there. Get in there. All right. So, there we go. That looks right. I'll need to connect VCC to ground. Yeah. Add the display. All right. So here's where things get fun. We have a little display. And that's going to go over here. How do they do that? It's way off. Way above all those things. Must be some kind of riser. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting trick. So we want to use. Oh, it's a different display. It's a different. No, it's not. Maybe it is. Yeah, it's different. A little bit different. So I need to use. Go there. To break off the last 2. One sec. Break off these last 2. Good. So that can go like this. But then how am I going to connect that into this here when it's up so high? It looks like they did something. Yeah, just connect. There's no explanation for how they did that. So there's some way of raising this up. So as you can see, if I put this on here, that's sitting on top of this chip, and so I can't actually press this all the way down to the board. There's something I got to figure out here. I could put it all the way back here maybe, but even that's not going to fit. And they have some kind of solution where they ran a bunch of wires way up high. So it's like this stacked on another thing on another thing. Let me just look into my stuff real quick and see if I have something that will do that. If not, we may have to pause this project at this point while I go and look for other things. Disappointing. What is this? Huh. I have a solar cell. Cool. Let's see here. I also have what looks like, oh yeah, a little GPS module, a cardboard, an MSP 420. Good. Yeah, I don't see anything that will handle that. Oh wait, maybe I do. Okay. So this isn't, I don't think it's going to be big enough, but I think this is what I need. The kind of thing I need. So I found, let's just experiment a bit. I found one of these, and I think that's what I need. I need to basically do this like that. Yeah, that's what I need. But this isn't large enough, and I need to use all of these wires. So okay, so we're gonna pause this project here for now. We're not done for tonight. We're only going for about half an hour. I'm gonna move on to playing around with some LED strips. So let me just clear this for now. Is this where the? Oh, it is now. So I'm gonna do this and this. So I'm gonna sort of clear this set of stuff and pull in an LED strip and play around with that for a while. Either that or I can paint some minis. What do you guys think? Would you rather see me paint minis, or I want to take an LED strip and basically extend it? So take a strip, cut it in half, add some wires so I can wire it a certain way. Which would you guys rather see? Painting minis or electronic stuff? Because any of that stuff can wait. And actually, I'm going to keep that out so I know what to do with it. Any of that stuff will be done eventually, right? It's not like I'll never get to it, but just for tonight. No, this is... Oh, wait. Nope, those are... I have a few more, but I don't think they're the right size. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but still, and actually, is that... Hey. I spoke too soon. Ladies and gents, we're still working. One of the other bags had some extra components in there. So let's continue. We are, it does feel, not close, but reasonably getting to that point. All right, so this will be here. That's going to go like this. Whoa, no. What? Like this. There, maybe. Yeah, okay. Come on, go in. Whoa, okay, no. Popped out of that. We may be seeing a manufacturing flaw here. Okay, no, there they go. Okay, that's in. Then this goes on like... Oh, we're getting a light. Good. Okay, interesting. Now we're not getting a light. Maybe having some weird wiring issues there. But that's interesting. Okay, there we go. So our display is now connected in. There's our display. What next? Now I have to wire it up. Okay. So, connect RX. Yep, it says RX to pin 8. So, let's get our wires again. We want the white ones. The white. Yep. Green. I think the white. Can't quite tell. We have reds and blacks, so we're going to do a green. Alright, so we'll try to get this, I think, working. That's actually a lot of... Yeah, that's too much. Rather, we'll try to get this much wired up, and then we'll probably move on to another project. Making a Pokeball. Okay, so we're going to strip it. So what's going to happen here is I've got to connect from this one here in the very end over to pin, which is labeled RX, to pin 8. Whoops, to pin 8 over here. Just going to wire from RX. So the way these circuit boards work is that everything on one row is connected. So everything on this row is connected. Everything going this way is connected. Everything going this way is connected. Everything going this way is connected all the way down. So if I connect something here on this edge, ooh, nope, need to straighten that. Then it's connected to anything further up on there. And so I will then have a very a completed circuit for everything on that board. I wish, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this off. Yeah, easier said than done. Man. Okay. Now I can work on this in much more ease. So this gets connected and plugged in right here next to the one labeled 8. There's 8. Okay. Then we're going to connect, okay, reds and blacks. Red. Red goes, oh, it goes all the way over there. So we need a bit of a length. Okay. So the red is, I see an A6, I see a ground, and I see an A7. Yeah, ground VCC. VCC makes sense. So, okay, yeah, that is very different. So there's VCC. So there's all the VCCs. Going to, so this is a slightly different set of cables. So the VCC goes down to there, I think. Yeah. So a different pin out there, and then here. Yeah, that was a good length for me. And then we do this here, and this here, and we're going to connect. So ground is right there next to it. All right, and then ground is over here, and we connect it there. All right, so everything's connected to ground. All right. And then we work on the code. Wow, we're just about done, circuit-wise. Like this is wired up. So this is what we would touch together to get the oops, I popped that out. 1 second. This should go to what? Ground. Oh, dang. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. But I think we'll make it work. Ground? Ground there? That's a problem, yeah. So the issue is that the connector here to the 9-volt has those splayed out thin wires. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. I'm going to connect that to a regular wire, if you will, and then kind of braid them together. And so hopefully that should form a much nicer connection. That is probably why we're having problems with the power coming on and off. Basically, it was kind of in there, you know, because all these little wires are in there, just kind of sort of connected up. And I think I have some black electrician's tape. Yep. So we'll tape these up. So we're gonna go. Yeah, this is exciting. We're actually not far away. Now I still need to upload the code to this, which I have not even started trying yet. So we'll see. Oops. So I'm just going to take this wire and tape them together. Actually, I'm going to twist. Oops. Ooh. You hear that? That was a crick in my my fingers. All right. That goes there. Okay. Twist those around and then tape them together. Okay. There. That'll do. And that goes in. Let me just scroll back up. So definitely I have an ad blocker running on this browser, and sure enough, it's happy. Get that ground wire in there. Okay, now, should be, I'm going to pull this out of here for now. If I connect these up, we should see a light there. No. Okay. Remember, this is just a button, these two things here. So something's not connected up correctly. Let's move some things around. Make sure it's not a factor of, oh, this guy's completely off. Ooh, and that popped off. Okay. That should go there, and that will kind of push that in place. And then we reconnect this. Shouldn't we do as well with everything connected, but you know, the power we're dealing with here is, there we are. There we go. So we had something there for a little bit. Also, I don't know what that light means. I don't know if it should be on the entire time or if it's just a, hey, we switched on for a minute. So let me unplug that. All right, now let me grab the code. Connect the pins. Add the folder, upload and run. All right. I'm going to download the entire repository. Download zip. All right, 1 second as we do this together. Downloads, Fireball Master. All right, so what do we got? Let me open the README file. All right, let me pull up my Arduino stuff. Then I will need a cable. So let me grab a USB cable for this. I think I have one around here somewhere. Got a few different options here. All these, you know, all those cables that one collects over the years. So is that one? Yep, got it in one. Okay, so I should be able to take this and just plug it into the computer. I upload that, and then I'm just going to upload the code that's on there to this. Add the folder as a library to my, okay, so I need to edit, sketch, include library. Manage libraries. That's not going to work. 1 sec. Let's try adding a zip library. Downloads. Nope. Library. Okay, well then what we'll do is we will make that a library. Tools, sketch, include. Okay. Nope. Oh, that, okay, that added in. So let me now open. Downloads. There it is. Okay, so there it is. I'm plugged in. New upload. Let's verify it. Error compiling. Error compiling for board. Fatal error. M-spline this insert runtime stack. Oh, it might be 1 second. I think I may need to. Well, I'm not sure. Monitor. It may be that I'm not compiling for the right architecture. Editor language, networks, settings. You know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm just gonna upload. Nope. Wouldn't do that. It sees the Arduino. Oh, there's the light. See the light? That's cool. But there's an error compiling it for that board. Let me look up here what are there any other extra instructions. The code simulates rolling dice. Use that library, that's fine. Maybe Arduino. Something's not right. Okay. All right. So what this means is, no luck on this. I'm gonna have to spend some time separately playing around with the code, and I'll upload something that will just display something on the display and just test it. But that's just gonna take forever on here. So, what would you guys rather see me do? Work on an LED strip and reconfiguring it for the house, or painting some minis? One of the two. We definitely got it wired up. Just not really ready for prime time in terms of the code. So more testing will be done on the code side, but that's okay. If I don't hear anything from any of you, then we'll probably just stop this here. All right, see you, Master Chief. Thanks for stopping by. But definitely all the wiring's done. And again, it's just a matter of getting the code working and using the little button here to change. So the idea of the button, so to speak, is you press this, and that will tell it to go from a D6 to a D10, or a D6 to a D20, or something along those lines. So you're going to change what dice you're using, or 2 dice, or 3 dice, whatever. So there's a little toggle switch to swap. No, not a toggle switch, but a little button switch to switch things. So I could actually wire that up to a little button. Do I have a button? I should have a button here somewhere. Aren't those buttons? No, those are motors. I may look. Oh, look at that. Bunch of little. Those are switches. Oh, those are buttons. I got some buttons. Yeah, I could do a button. Pack button, released, pressed. Could play around with that. All right, since I'm not seeing anything strong from the chat, I think we'll go ahead and stop here for tonight. Next week, I am going to be assembling a puppet rack, which sounds medieval, but it's just like a coat rack, but with dowels that you hang puppets on. And that'll be a project for next week. And then after that, probably we'll work on these LEDs, or we might, basically I'll be working on the code for this and testing it throughout the week. And once I get that working, I'll do another segment where I'll show you it all fired up and working, ideally. But yeah, everything's pretty much here. Pretty cool. So thank you all for joining me. We'll be back next week, and of course the Friday stream this Friday with all the typical anime stuff. So thanks all for joining me. See you next time.